When Ivanka Trump leaned into the microphone and called Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett dumb on live television, you could feel the air tighten. For a split second, the audience froze, jaws dropping, cameras flashing, the insult slicing through the room like a blade. To many, it looked like the end for Jasmine, the kind of knockout line that buries a political career in one swift blow. But that was before Jasmine opened her mouth. The stage was set for a high-stakes clash over healthcare reform. Ivanka, polished and deliberate, had rehearsed her lines like a well-packaged brand presentation. She spoke of numbers, markets, and long-term growth, as if families and livelihoods were statistics on a spreadsheet. Across from her sat Jasmine Crockett, sharp, composed, and burning with the urgency of someone carrying the weight of real people, people who would actually bleed under the policies being debated. Ivanka smiled that thin, dismissive smile. "If you can't see how this helps America, then you're just being dumb," she snapped. The word echoed. Dumb. Most expected Jasmine to erupt, to throw the insult back, to meet fire with fire. Instead, she smiled. Not the kind of smile that hides pain, but the calm, knowing smile of someone holding the upper hand. "Really, Ivanka," she said, her voice steady. "Tell me, how does calling me dumb help your argument? Because I'm still waiting to hear how stripping millions of Americans of health care is good for this country." The room shifted. The insult that was supposed to silence Jasmine had just been weaponized against Ivanka.
Could not see the amount of harm that this man was attempting to inflict upon our communities.
Against Ivanka. Ivanka fumbled, her polished veneer cracking. For the first time that night, her scripted lines sounded brittle, hollow, and Jasmine, unflinching, drove her point home with the clarity of lived truth. "This isn't about numbers on a balance sheet," she continued. "This is about families. Mothers deciding between rent and insulin. Veterans denied care. Millions of Americans hanging by a thread while you protect a system that's crushing them." She didn't shout. She didn't insult back. She stood in moral authority. And in that silence, in that calm conviction, the audience turned. Every word reminded them that politics is not about theatrics, it's about people. By the end of the debate, Ivanka's words felt rehearsed and empty. Jasmine's words felt raw, lived, undeniable. The contrast was searing: elitism versus empathy, rehearsed glamour versus grounded truth. Ivanka had tried to brand Jasmine as dumb, but in flipping the insult, Jasmine exposed something far more damaging: that Ivanka's power was all performance, all image, no substance. The headlines the next morning didn't praise Ivanka's insult. They celebrated Jasmine's poise. Analysts called it a masterclass in restraint, the way she transformed an attack into a turning point, reshaping the entire debate. Because in the end, Jasmine Crockett didn't just win an argument, she won the room. She won the narrative. She showed the nation that true leadership doesn't come from insults or appearances, but from standing in truth when it matters most. And that night, Jasmine walked off the stage not as the woman Ivanka tried to humiliate, but as the woman who humiliated Ivanka's entire strategy.